guys, the Terry Shy here, and today we're back with Gaming Corner episode 5 already. We're going so quick. Anyway, today we're going with a different topic. We're not just going to be talking about games, we're going to talk about the consoles as well. Anyway, let's get down to it. These are all the consoles you should have had when you was younger. If you didn't, you basically didn't live. Let's start with number 5. The top 5 things you should have had when you were younger. At number 5, it's more newer age, but it is the Nintendo DS. If you didn't have one of these at any point in your childhood, it's bad. I mean, this was basically mainly most of my childhood. I mean, mainly with all the Pokemon, which is actually still inside it. I mean, I used to play so much Pokemon when I was a child, when I was little, and Pokemon pretty much made up my gaming life, and that's why that's number 5. At number 4, we have the original, what I had when I was younger. I didn't have the DS till I was about 10, but up until then, I had this. That's right, this is the Game Boy Color, another Pokemon original. Not just Pokemon, you had things like Tetris and all them old time games, and this was such a big thing for when I was little. But that's me. Anyway, that's why that's number 4. At number 3, another newer age one is the Game Boy Advance. There it is, people. I said it. What game's inside it? Hey, Zelda. Everyone loves it. I loved Zelda when I was younger. I still love Zelda. It was one of the most amazing games I've ever played. And it pretty much just made... It was the making of all adventure games, really. Zelda was such an icon back in the day. I mean, that's why adventure games are the way they are now. Anyway, that's why that's number 3. And number 2, we have the Nintendo GameCube. If you didn't have one of these, you never lived. You had everything on this. This is when Smash Bros. I love Smash Bros. So much. I mean, like, the 64 is what Smash Bros. Started off on. Most Nintendo games did. But the GameCube pretty much carried on that era of Mario, Zelda, Smash Bros. And so many various different games. And that's why that's number 2. At number 1. You should all know what it is if you understand where I'm coming from. And yes, that is the Nintendo 64. If you didn't have one of these, you haven't lived. This was the best game going. This is the first console I ever actually played growing up. And I still play it now every now and then, not gonna lie. I mean, it's like... It shows how long I haven't played it and got a bit of dust on it. Anyway, guys, that's why that is such a big thing. I mean, it had so many games in it. This was the making of Zelda, the Smash Bros, Mario Kart, another really good game. I must stress how good that game was. And Super Mario and pretty much what everything made of. There was one other thing I wanted to include, but I couldn't find a way to put that into my top 5, but I still want to mention it anyway, and that was the SNES. Another good console. I can't find it as well. That's another big reason why it's not in. I would have probably made this top 6 instead of top 5 if I could find it, but it's somewhere. Anyway, guys, these are 5 things you should have had when you were younger. If you didn't, you never lived. Kids nowadays, they go up to the Xbox Ones. That's too advanced for me when I was growing up. I was happy with the 64 and all that. I was so happy with that. Anyway, guys, if you like, leave a thumbs up. If you liked it even more, do everything I do in the Gaming Corner. Subscribe. See ya.